Be careful, Kevin.
Little tight in this cemetery. This is the old section we're trying to get these giant trucks and crane in. Let's see what this driver can do. He can come up on the grass all he wants right in there. Pretty tight though. He's getting it in there. Got to figure out how to avoid this little cross right here and also stay off this grass. Like I said, we can get on that grass up by the cab all we want. Alright, so we got the trailer basically in. No way we're going to get that tractor. Plan's going to be to drop the trailer, pull the tractor around, reconnect, and back the rest of the way in. Let's see how this goes. Alright, well that plan worked. Moved around, reconnected to the trailer, straightened up, and now he's coming on back. Try to get him right in here somewhere. Alright, so this is what we have. We got tarps on the roof currently. We'll get those off here in just a minute. Alright, tarp is off. See that roof up there? Tree landed on that. It moved this lower roof a little bit. We got to put it back in place. And then we have to take these 3 pieces, or 2 pieces, off and replace those. Let's get up there and see what we got in up top. It's a pretty unusual piece of stone. It's like they used a random, varying thicknesses. They filled in the missing stone with concrete on this front piece. I'm curious to see what all we get into here. Alright, well this is the top of the small building. This capstone slid when it got hit. We're just going to slide that back into place, re-epoxy it. Here's the big boy. Alright. So, first thing we have to do is take this cross off. It's already loose. And this cap, I think it's going to be pretty easy. It's 2 solid pieces. I'm just going to spread those apart and take them off. The big question is going to be these. We'll get the GoPro out and we're going to stick it down in there and take a look around underneath it. Alrighty, this is looking into the attic. Here, that's the front. We're looking down the non-damaged side. Alright, there's the top of the crypts. Top of the ceiling.
That's the back. Let's see what we can see. Some of this I have to look at after we get done filming.
Alright, so the plan is going to be to remove this piece first. We're going to get some metal chokers, get some tension on it so it doesn't fall in, and then work on removing that piece, just kind of wedged in there, and whatever's going on right there, break that loose. We'll get this piece out. This front half of the cap is going to be sitting solid on 3 points. Should be fine. I mean, it's sitting fine now. We're not really going to change much. So, anyway, start with getting the new pieces off. There's 2 pieces on there, the tires. And then we'll get back to taking this baby apart. Piece number 2 is off, went very well. Got 2 more pieces left to take off. I'm a little concerned about that one. May try to find a way to get it out first. I'm not sure what's holding it, but I can get under there and put in some cribbing so that it doesn't fall. Top of that crib, I'm going to take a little better look at that and see what we're looking like. But anyway, this was built back in the mid to late 20s from what we can tell, best we can tell. It's interesting construction. Alright, so the plan of action here, we're going to build some cribbing to help support this corner of this lower piece, because as it is right now, that piece on top, back in that back corner back there, that's what's holding this piece in place. So when I take this one off, there's going to have to be something to stop this lower piece from falling in on that corner. I did add a little weight to the opposite corner, which is going to help some, but I certainly don't trust that to be the answer to the problem. just to help it out. All right, so
I'm gonna hand you this. You go that corner and that corner with this one to get it equal.
got the rigging, the little support in place, extra weight over there. We have all 4 corners up.
Let's angle as you go. Get it where it should be. Okay, keep going.
Moved that piece around quite a bit and this lower slab didn't move, so I feel pretty good about it. So let's just get it rigged up and take it off, and let's cross our fingers. Make it through this one. We got this baby whipped. All right, it held. Yeah. 1 piece left.
Be careful, Kevin.
That slip I didn't like.
Yeah.
Where am I putting this? It's on the ground.
All right, so roof is off. This is what we're dealing with now. It actually looks a little more consistent and better than what I was thinking upon original. These pieces are actually cut pretty well. It was just that one that looks funny with all the extra concrete. The rest are in good shape. We will get all this cleaned up. Use some of our new age epoxy on this old school building. Get everything nice, secure, and ready to receive the new roof in the morning. All right. Here's a little picture of the inside of this mausoleum we're working on. Like I said, it's really old. Those ceiling tiles that we were seeing the tops of are right there. Of course, we were working on this left side. So we are back for day 2. We got these 2 pieces back in place. They both moved just a little bit. Got our epoxy in them. It's nice and secure. It's got those pieces ready to go. We also did a little cleaning. At least got this one side cleaned up pretty well. All the mortar from the old stone is up. And we are pretty much ready to set these 2 new pieces in place. West Coast cranes back out here, different crane. It's a nice, pretty new one here this time. Now, we're going to see about addressing this issue where it slid this capstone out of the way. Kind of got the mess cleaned up on that other one. Alright, so we got all of our tools and supplies ready for that. We use the bar clamp to slide it. We'll get it up on some setting cushions so I can get some epoxy under it before I slide it. And our bar, our pads. Alright, so let's get started. Got the piece moved back in place, epoxied. We'll let that set up, and tomorrow we'll get those joints resealed. Alright, so for setting the roof today, we're using 2 different epoxies. One of them is more designed for stone. It's a slow setting. It's going to soak in. It's going to really help hold everything together. And then the other one is a faster setting epoxy, and that is to help stabilize in case there's any wobbles, just to make sure that everything doesn't move while this one is setting, curing, and holding everything in place. There are our 2 replacement pieces.
Cool. Now that's a whole extra way. You lock those in by sucking them in. So they don't get crooked. Rattle the whole
Here's
thing.
me.
I slide them in. Put those 2 pins back in, those 2 brackets to stop the slide. Oh, right, just put there.
There's all the old pieces. We got to get that cross off still. We'll do that today. This is a shot of the back side. We got our bar clamp holding everything in place while our epoxy dries. Again, the pieces fit real nice. We got a little repair to do over here. I do have the piece. We moved the roof slab back in place yesterday. Got the cross set back on, the new cross set back on. Right here's the repair we made on that crack. You know it's there, you can still see it, but it looks much better. Both pieces are all set. Crane's making a lot of noise, getting broke down over there. Everything fit together real nice. Real pleased with it. We're all done. Roof set, cross is set, everything's caulked. Little cross reset.